General MacArthur is the most overrated general in the history of America by a factor that's not even quantifiable. It's ridiculous how much I don't like this guy and how bad of a general he actually was. So General MacArthur is in the Philippines when the Japanese initiate World War II on America, right?
Yes.
And General MacArthur gets an order to abandon the Philippines. So PT boat operatives, I don't know how much you know about PT boats, literally like wooden fucking speedboats come in and pick him up in the middle of the night and fucking whisk him away to safety while he abandons all of his men to die and face a Bataan death march alone, which I don't know how much you know about, like, you know.
Oh, the Bataan death.
People, like, you know, like being in theater and then your leader just like, peace, bye.
I know
fucking
that.
Fucking figure it out. Like,
my lieutenant colonel quit.
Yeah.
Go on.
So, like, not very encouraging. So he just, like, abandons his men. And the counter argument to that is like, well, he was ordered by the president to abandon his men. Now, personally, I'm against that. I'm like a big, you know, like captain goes down with the ship kind of guy. Like, I don't know this for sure, but I like to think I would ignore that order. I feel like a lot of other historic people that I look up to would have also ignored that fucking order, but he didn't. I'm not the arbiter of reality. I don't get to choose morality. Maybe he values following orders over doing the right thing, and maybe that is the right thing. I don't know. But then you fast forward to the Korean War, and he gets orders to fucking stand by. Like, so if you don't know much about the Korean War, like the North Koreans attack the South Koreans, almost take over the entire peninsula. The Americans show up, beat the North Koreans back, secure South Korea. At which point MacArthur is ordered to fucking, okay, chill. I'm gonna negotiate a peace treaty between North and South Korea. That's what the president told MacArthur to do. MacArthur is just like, nope, fuck it. I'm going to order all of the American forces to advance forward into North Korea, try to take over the entire peninsula, get within 40 miles of China's border, which China is backing the North Koreans because they're all communist. And then China attacks, understandably so. Like, imagine if Brazil decided to try to take over all of South America and then they stormed up Mexico and got within 40 miles of Texas. Like, America would understandably respond, right?
Yeah.
Seems reasonable. Utterly fucking predictable, some would say. And they attack. It ends up getting a bunch of Marines surrounded by communist forces, gets a bunch of fucking people killed, and then he literally just ignored orders because he thought he was going to be the guy that, like, made the decision to fucking defeat communism out of nowhere, and it backfires because fucking obviously, and then he never takes any heat for it, right? So then it kind of just sets a tone of like, okay, well, he's willing to follow orders when it saves his own ass, but he's also willing to disobey orders when he thinks it's going to get him glory and honor, and it backfires the entire time. And I don't like MacArthur. And neither do most World War II veterans, and neither does fucking anybody else that kind of like reads anything about the guy. And yeah, there you go.
Accepted a really cool sword though.
Cut to a compilation of him smoking his corncob pipe on camera because he refused to do anything without a camera present. Well, people fucking died.
He absolutely
Probably
wanted to
did,
nuke
yeah.
Korea, yeah.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Which I know a lot of. It's like the stereotypical boomer thing. It's like, we should have just let MacArthur nuke Korea, goddammit. Which,
no,
you know,
because
controversial.
I talked to my grandparents, or my grandpa was in Korea.
Pause.
Fucking.
What happened to your glasses?
Why am I wearing my?
Relax.
I almost said a name.
Relax. We can watch Unsub, then you can leave.
Yes, Jeffrey Dahmer. I wasn't going to mention any gun tubers. You know, there are 3 of them off the top of my head that I can name right now who have the exact same pair of glasses. Love them. Love one of them.
Micah Bayfield?
No. Well, he's one of them, but... No, my grandpa who was in Korea fucking hates MacArthur.
Most World War II veterans and Korean veterans hate MacArthur.
Yeah, well, and I was talking to my grandparents. Yeah, so my grandpa who was in Korea and his wife, my grandma, and like at the time,
scandalous.
Yeah, your grandparents were married. Good God.
Go on.
Don't you ever say that word about Grandma ever again, buddy. But have you seen my glasses? Eli will be in my freezer soon enough.
Well, you know, Dahmer only killed and ate gay men.
I'm going to
Like
be in
I
his
said,
freezer.
You're going to be in his
But no, he was hated at the time. They like called him crazy and shit, and he wanted to fucking nuke North Korea, and they were like, hey, maybe no. But you were saying the boomers wanted to nuke Korea?
Well, it's kind of the stereo in modern day. It's kind of a boomerism of we should have let MacArthur fucking That's
we just need to turn the Middle East to glass.
yeah, that sort of thing is what I was getting at.
It's like MacArthur has all the negative qualities of Patton and none of the upsides, in my opinion.
Yeah.
He has like all
agree.
the character flaws and none of the benefits.
When you watch the motion graphic display of, oh, we're good, push, and then you watch China enter.
Yeah.
China, player 3 enters the battle.
Well, that's the other thing is
and
like-
then you just see Swarm.
they were the America of their side as far as that goes.
Oh,
But I mean,
100%.
that's my point. It's like he was ordered to stand down, violated orders. And like, to me, that's the entire reason why I don't like him. Like, he's willing to follow orders to abandon his men in the Philippines. And maybe that's his moral, ethical code. Like, he just follows orders, period. And like, if that's it, like, I don't know if I like it, but like, I can kind of respect it if he's just a dude that like,
If he's consistent.
I follow orders, period.
No.
And like, if he's super ultra consistent with it, I can maybe kind of respect it. But then Korean War happens and he's like,
It wasn't good
fuck
enough
it.
for Nuremberg.
I'm
was gonna
violating
say.
orders to get glory. And it's like, okay, so you're not just a dude that follows orders. You're literally just a dude that picks whatever the fuck he wants to do that benefits him the most, putting other people at risk the entire time. And that's exactly what it is. And it's like, what did you think was going to happen when you knew that China was backing North Korea and you were like, I'm going to take over the entire fucking Korean peninsula and put my soldiers directly on China's border and expect them to do nothing? Like the most predictable shit on the planet. Like if I tell Eli, hey, I hate you and I'm going to murder you and your family. Also, I'm going to show up to your front doorstep with guns and 50 other people and expect you to do nothing. And then Eli retaliates, and I'm like, this is completely unpredictable. I have no idea why this would fucking
How did it happen?
I feel shocked right now.
I'm so
actually.
I agree with that, but I would say that even if he was, he was so rigid in his obeying orders, I disagree with that because all of American military history has been made by men who were told to do one thing and said, fuck that, I have principles, I'm going to do this other thing.
I completely agree. I'm just trying to be like ultra
Devil's
charitable.
advocate, yeah.
I'm trying to be like ultra charitable, and he still fucks it up with me being as charitable as humanly possible.